So here is the car that I'll be working on. I'm going to do the trunk lid. It's already been washed and decontaminated with a clay bar. I've sectioned off some of the trunk lid here with some blue painter's tape. I'm breaking it down into parts, so I'll be doing one section at a time. So Meguiars does recommend using a corded drill, and so do I, but in this case I use a cordless DeWalt 20 volt max. The DA power system is already attached. So I've used it on a test spot, so I got some leftover compound on it. Go ahead and give me a minute to wipe some of this off. It's a little bit dry now. Alright, so I've gone ahead and removed the dry residue left over from my test spot. Again, I'm using the cordless 20 volt max from DeWalt along with my burgundy pad, switching the setting over to low setting, low speed. For the first step in this process, I'm using the ultimate compound. This will do the bulk of the paint correction. Let me go ahead and get some of that product on here. So now I apply a few pea-sized drops onto the pad itself. I'm not using a whole lot, just a few, 3 or 4 drops of the ultimate compound onto the pad, and I'm going to spread it a few different ways. Initially I'm just going to blot it on the panel, and once I blot it on the panel, I'm going to go ahead and spread it on the low speed setting with the drill, so I can try to get an even coat of the compound onto the panel. And this is that step. Alright, so I'm about finished here with spreading the product around. Switching over to high speed if my thumb would actually work. So adjust my glasses, get ready. This is the main course. Please note that I am moving kind of slowly here. You don't want to move too fast. You want to make sure you're letting the products and the tool do the work for you. You got to move slow here. Overlapping passes, try to do between 50% and 75% of an overlap. I am going to be going in 4 different directions, left to right, right to left, and then we switch over from top to bottom and bottom to top. Sort of a crosshatch or cross-hitch pattern, if you will. So for about the next minute or so, maybe a little bit longer, I'm just going to go ahead and continue this process, making several passes back and forth, up and down, and basically just kind of working the product until one of 2 things happen. 1, you're satisfied with how it looks, or 2, the product itself flashes, meaning the compound, when you start seeing some of the sessions get a little bit dry and some of them are kind of giving up a little bit of a gloss to it. That's kind of when you know that the product is ready to be removed. So I'll go ahead and show you that in the next minute or so. So I'm going to go ahead and get you off the tripod here, bring you in for a closer look. Um, this is where I feel it was pretty much ready to go. You can already see the difference. This is a lot better looking. You can kind of see some of the compound that's left over there. Let me point it out. You see some of that. Most of it is gone. It's worked into the panel pretty well. You get to see some of it. That's a little bit of the residue that I'll be wiping off in a minute. But yeah, look, you can see the difference. This is a little bit better. This is before and after. It's right next to each other, so you can kind of get an idea as to what you can expect. I'm going to go ahead and wipe it down and see how it looks. Alright, final wipe down complete. Let's get you off the tripod. Bring you in for another close look. You can already see the difference again. It's far better in my opinion. Nice and glossy. I think most people might be satisfied at this point. I'm not. I actually do want to follow up with the next step in the process, and that's using the ultimate polish with the yellow pad. So that'll be coming next.